Okay, incoming rant. And by the way, I lost my voice because an inconsiderate friend of mine decided to visit me with an upper respiratory infection and strep throat. Thanks a lot. Okay, fragile. Thank you. Mercy. Well, Lord, have mercy on me if you're real. This fucking, oh my God, I'm so pissed. This fucking seller was an absolute fucking moron. If these items that are in this, I was gonna say box. Oh, you couldn't afford a fucking box? Are you kidding me? I paid $310 for 2 items, and you could not put it in a fucking box. Fragile glass? You got to be shitting me. If this stuff arrives broken, oh my God, I am going to flip my shit. Oh my God, I'm so scared to open this up right now. I mean, guys, really? 300 if someone spends $310 with you for 2 antique fragile glass pieces, you're going to put it in a fucking padded envelope? I feel some kind of box inside of there, but this is fucking ridiculous. You need to put a lot of padding and put it in like a box that's way bigger than the item and fill it with padding and stuffing. Not a fucking like tiny little box inside a bubble mailer. I mean, really. All right, if this shit's broken, I am just going to go absolutely bonkers. And I beg them to please pad this very well. Okay, let's check this out in case it comes damaged. Oh my God. 2 items in a tiny box like this in a fucking envelope. Oh my God. Dear God. Oh, you think that this is going to be a sufficient packing job? Oh, I'll just put it in this teeny tiny little box over here and then take a piece of cardboard and wrap it around and then put it in a padded envelope. And my job is done. All right, I'm being a bitch now. So let me not jump to conclusions. And if you ever watched the movie Office Space, I suggest you do because you'll be laughing your ass off. There was a character in there who created something called the jump to conclusions mat. And I seem to be jumping to conclusions constantly. Yes, I'm standing on the actual mat right now. And I lost my voice again from an inconsiderate asshole who decided, oh, I'm not contagious anymore. I'm on antibiotics for a couple of days. Yeah, I should have really not have listened. All right, please, God, please. What the fuck is this? Oh, my God. All right, calm down, Deanna. Take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be just fine. Have faith in God. He always comes through when you pray. As a matter of fact, hold on. St. Anthony. Hold on, I got my St. Anthony charm over here. And, oh, here's St. Jude. St. Jude, please. I pray that my antique items aren't broken into 1,000,001 pieces. Wait, where's St. Anthony? Oh, my St. Anthony cross. Come on, St. Anthony. Make sure that my items aren't broken. Let's see if the power of prayer actually works right now. They say it does. Well, what the fuck? Okay. Oh, God. Oh, my God. This is the most stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen. I swear to God, guys. Okay, most of my subscribers, I'd say 99.9% of you have IQs that are actual at normal level or much higher. But for the most part, the United States is actually either high on weed all day long or absolutely fucking stupid. Okay, would you take 2 glass antique perfume bottles and stuff them in this teeny tiny little box like this? Oh, that's a great idea. That's a fantastic fucking idea. Absolutely. I can't even look at this shit. Oh my God. Please, God, please don't let this be broken. No, you got to be fucking kidding me. This is even worse than I thought. They stuck 2 glass perfume bottles side by side together in this fucking loose piece of bubble wrap so they can bang into each other like kabangas. Remember kabangas? Oh, you're probably Generation Z. I'll show you kabangas. Okay, I'm even more of an idiot than I thought, because I thought they were called kabangas. Actually, they're called fucking clackers.
Milky, the marvelous milking cow. It's fun to milk her. Gonna do it right now.
This is the wrong fucking commercial. Oh my God, I had this toy. I swear to Christ. No fucking way. I had this toy. I used to milk this cow.
Milker gonna do it right now. She drinks the water when we pump her tail. She's raising her head. It's milking time now. Her pretend milk is a feeling the...
I pulled up the wrong commercial. Turns out I had the same fucking toy and I loved it.
Stereo clackers are for everyone, even the little guys. Do it with both hands for stereo clackers.
Okay, so these are fucking clackers. Okay? 2023 fucking clackers. Can you believe this shit? Oh my God, you fucking moron. I even sent a message when the auctions ended for these two items separately. I said, I gave my list of how to pack it properly, very nicely and politely, I might say. And this person said, oh, don't worry at all. Oh, I'm an expert in packing. Oh yeah, you're a real fucking expert. I mean, really? Come on. That is fucking stupid. Okay, calm down. Calm down, Deanna. Calm down. You're getting a little too raucous over here. Okay, look at this. Wait. You fucking moron. Okay, you better pray, motherfucker, that these aren't broken. Or I will have a fucking shit fit. So why am I so passionate about this? Because if these things come broken, guess what, guys? You will never find another piece like this again. You know what I mean? Well, you will, but it's like killing history. You follow what I'm saying? Look at this. This is so beautiful. Wow, okay? These are double-ended antique perfume bottles. Now, these were actually made around, I'm going to say, oh, it doesn't come with the original stopper. Well, that sucks. They don't actually stay closed. They didn't say that in the auction description. Well, what are you going to do, right? Yeah, it doesn't stay closed. All right, I'm not mad. All right, so these were actually made sometime between the 1860s to about the 1880s. More popularly so around the 1870s, 1880s, and then they just waned in popularity. So you would have on one side a vinegar-soaked sponge or smelling salts, and on the other side, perfumed oil or some kind of ammonia. So if you fainted, you would actually take a whiff and you would actually wake up from your stupor. Okay, missing the original stoppers, and these don't stay closed. I wish the seller would have mentioned that this does not stay closed. Let's see if I press down hard enough. No. Well, fuck. All right, whatever. It's still a display piece. I am definitely not going to use it. Now, what I love about this is the color and the facets that are cut in it. You see these gorgeous facets? It's crystal. And you can see the bottle. What's cool about these bottles is the fact that you can see right here, it stops. So your contents stay intact on one side and don't mix with the contents on the other side. So it's like having two bottles in one. Now, the part that I wanted, the piece that I wanted the most was this one. This one is older. This one is probably 1870s. And I love the diamonds. I don't know if we can get a focus on that. Hold on. Let's try. And my camera's being a douche. Okay, hold on. There we go. You see the diamonds? I can clean this, by the way. The glass is dirty. And we got what appears to be, I'm going to show you something cool. So if you see this button, that means that these didn't come with a stopper. I'm losing my voice because that fucking asshole visited me. Hold on a second. Okay. So this, actually, you press the button. This creates a seal, like a vacuum seal inside of here. So the contents won't leak out. So you don't need a stopper. So let's open it and see if we can get it open. There we go. There we go. There would be sometimes a piece of cork in the cap as well. And there we go. No stopper was needed for this particular design. Now this appears to be possibly, I'm going to look close for a marking. Let's try to zoom. Sometimes you can find it. There'll be like sterling silver marks on this. I do not see any, but I think this is actually real silver. It wasn't always marked, actually. Let's try to get this closed. And I'm not really versed at this. How the fuck do you close this? Hold on. I think you had to press down the button. Yes. Okay, there we go. It is now sealed. Now, the other side generally would not. It would be like for something with a sponge in it. Actually, no, this would have probably been the vinaigrette side or the smelling salt. I'm confused. I don't know. I'm not an expert. This side is a screw off. Oh, yes. Oh, wow. All right, hold on. We have what appears to be, I don't know if that's cotton. Okay, so that's cotton. Oh, I want to sniff it. All right, if I drop that on camera, you'll know why. All right. Oh, I can't. I can't contain the curiosity. Oh, it smells good. It smells so good. All right, I'm going to sniff in here. Oh, yeah, I smell perfume. Okay, so this side contained perfume, and this side probably had a sponge in it with vinegar. Really, really quite cool. Now, these things, although not terribly rare, I'm going to tell you right now, they're not terribly rare. You can find them quite often. They are hard to find for a price that's below $250. Generally, on higher end websites, these sell in the $400 to $700 price range. Now, I won one for $141, and I think the other one for like $150 something dollars. So I paid higher than I normally would like. I've found bottles like these in the past for under $100, and I really got lucky. But I was willing to pay it because the fact that these two colors are great. Actually, the ruby ones and the clear ones are the most common that you'll see. But I didn't have a ruby one in my collection. And the green ones are actually not as common. And I do have a cobalt green colored one, which is almost like a teal, but I didn't have emerald. So I'm so glad I was able to add these two colors to my collection. These are really, really cool. Let's look at and see the different varieties of these double-ended perfume bottles that you'll find on the internet and about what prices they sell for retail. So here's one made by, most of these, by the way, were made in England. And you can see it, it's very similar to mine. We got the diamond cuts going throughout it. Some of them had gold vermeil over silver. Some of them were silver on both sides or nickel or silver plated. They had all different kinds of metal end caps. Then this one was made by Sampson and Morden and Company circa 1870. This has the original box. Do we see a price? By the way, here is some pictures of it. Sold for 450 sterling Great Britain pounds. What is that in American money? That would be $541.57. Oh my God, my voice is terrible. My YouTube career is over. Here's another example of a green one, and it's a double-ended with brass end caps. Rare find already in one person's cart. You see, people will pay these prices. And this one being sold for $449, as you can see. This one actually isn't in, really, you can see it has damage and some kind of sick glass disease inside of there. The end caps are really, I don't know, yeah, distressed looking. And again, $449 freaking dollars. So here's another example. You see right here. This one doesn't have the diamond pattern, but it has the facets going through it. And this one actually sold for $495. Not bad. Now, this isn't real gold. This is vermeil. So it's like a light dusting of gold over silver. Or it's like called gilt. G-I-L-T. Not as in Irish gilt. Again, another example, $595. These are not cheap. And my favorite, Blogspot, Cleopatra's Boudoir. And she really goes over everything that you need to know about perfume bottles. And here's some different examples that you'll find when collecting. So you got the red, you got Bristol blue, you got green, you got some with really cool patterns going throughout it. Ones even that look like binoculars that actually fold in half like that. So during the mid-Victorian era, especially in England, these bottles, double-ended bottles, were actually created as, it had like a dual purpose. You can see an ad here, very old 1870s ad, showing you the different ones you could choose from. And also other kinds of beautiful, beautiful crystal perfume bottles. And here's an ad for sterling silver and silver gilt top smelling. They called them smelling bottles, or also they were known as union bottles, which is quite interesting. And again, look at the beautiful different designs and various colors that they sold. Now here's an 1889 ad. And you can see the many different perfume bottles that were being offered for sale. Again, double-ended scent bottles as late as that time. So they really started waning out of, popularity just about 1889 or so. And then that was the end of them. And they stopped making them. And you can see the many different ones that you may find. Now, this one, extremely rare. If you find one like this that actually has a hinge in the center, and there would be vinaigrettes or smelling salts or an ammonia sponge in there with ammonia on it, something like this, oh yeah, that's going to go for the big bucks. Some of them came in these beautiful, beautiful amber or almost like a uranium glass type of color. Some of them will actually glow in the dark under the right conditions with a black light. And then we have some double-ended scent bottles. They came in 2 different colors on both ends, which is quite beautiful, or known as bicolor ones. Now they also sold cased glass ones in beautiful colors. Now these ones that I'm showing you here are the premium priced ones, the ones that you're going to expect to pay at least $1,000 or more for each. Now I have one of these in my collection, which is almost like a cobalt teal color. And they call this one a green glass one, but they came in various shades of green as well. Here's again a ruby glass one and various ruby glass ones that you might find. Now you're not going to generally find one like this very easily, or one like this or one like this, but these are more common. And one with a finger ring, really quite cool, with a hinge in the center. And you'll find these ones more commonly. Now again, we have a beautiful teal. I call it teal, but they call it green glass. But in my collection, I have one this exact color. And sometimes they call it cobalt green. And it's not an emerald. It's like a teal green. But this particular one with the diamond patterns is a lot like my red one. And again, you'll also see olive colored green ones. Again, we got the teal colored green ones, emerald. You'll find a lot of emerald ones. Now, if you see a purple one or amethyst colored glass, oh my God, grab it if you see one for $100 or less, because these ones will go way higher than the other colors. It's very rare to see this beautiful amethyst colored glass. Now, this one is circa 1880. Some you will find with porcelain. Porcelain and possible brass or gold gild. Look at that. Now, if you see any decorated in jewels or pearls, okay, which is going to be a rare thing. Oh my God, if you see it and it's under $100, grab it. So all in all, now I stuck crystals. Just to give you an example, this is a citrine, and this one is a smoky quartz. Just to give you an idea of like basically how these particular perfume bottles remind me a lot of crystals. Like natural earth crystals. Look at the beautiful cuts throughout it to give it almost like a crystal-like look. Now, again, this one and this one is not rare, but they aren't cheap. You can see they sell for several $100s. I got lucky. I got 2 of them with tax and shipping for $309.85. That was a real lucky buy. If you see them for under $100 each, that's even more of a lucky buy. Occasionally, you'll find these on eBay. They will get into bid wars. People will fight to the death over these, and then they go up in price. And then sometimes if you're on a budget, you're not going to be able to afford these. I was lucky. There was a bid war on these, but not enough people saw them in order to fight and duke it out with me. And I was able to snipe at the last second and beat everybody out and win. And I'm trying to focus. There we go. Look at that. Gorgeous. Looks like emeralds, doesn't that? And then this is my favorite. I love the diamonds. Don't know if you can see this lovely diamond pattern. I am trying my best. Hold on. Trying my best to show it to you. There we go. Look at that. Gorgeous. And again, very similar to a crystal. You can see it's very, very similar to an actual faceted crystal. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something, and hope to God that I will get my voice back soon. And by the way, tell me in the comments below, do you think that seller packed my items atrociously, or is it all in my crazy neurotic, like actually I'm more neurotic than Woody Allen? Is it Is it wrong for me to think that that was a real terrible packing job? That's what inquiring minds want to know. Thanks for watching. Eventually, my screech voice will heal, hopefully, and I will get better. And we will be able to talk about more antiques. So long.